Welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers.
We're your hosts, Mary Ann
and Ching En.
Please join us as we explore the journeys amazing people take in pursuit of their dreams.
And get insights from their experiences.
Let's hit the road
and get started. Welcome again to the show. Today we are honored to have with us Mr. Jayanta Meetei Chongtham Jayanta, the co-founder and artist director of EX Theater Asia, based in Miaoli, Taiwan.
Jayanta's career in the entertainment industry spans over 20 years. With his experience in acting, teaching, and directing, we are very privileged to learn from Mr. Chongtham's journey and get his insights about the world of performance art.
Welcome, Jayanta, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me, and hello to all your listeners to this program.
Mr. Chongtham, I understand that you grew up in Manipur, northeastern India. Can you give us an idea what your hometown is like and maybe share some of your fondest memories of your childhood?
Yes, of course. The Manipur is, located in northeastern part of India, and northeastern part have the 8 states altogether. So Manipur is one of them, and Manipur is a hilly area. It means 90% is the mountain and only 10% is the valley. So it's very beautiful place and also known as a jewel of India. It means the pearl of India. So it's a quite beautiful place. And this 8 states is connected with the mainland India through a very small corridor. So it's very far. We are always far from the mainland India. So then if we have to travel from my place Manipur to, if I want to travel to the Delhi, I have to travel 26 to 27 hours by bus, then again have to take the train for 36 to 37 hours.
Wow. That's a long distance.
Yeah.
And Manipur, we have the different 33 types of tribes of original people. So we have a very diverse culture. Still in the India itself is the very big and diverse, but within our small state Manipur is also more than 33 tribes. So it's quite interesting and a beautiful place. Yes.
Living in Manipur with all the tribes, does that mean that the culture of each tribe, you kind of influence each other?
Yes, we are still influence each other. It means we are all the festival, their festival we participate, and when they participate our festival. So it's a kind of we know that we are not different culture, but we don't see each other as as a different, that means because it's part of our life. This is part of our society.
I see.
And as we know that you joined the Manipur local theater company in 1988 and graduated from the history department of Manipur University and received a master's degree in drama from the National School of Drama in New Delhi, India. And you were also a national actor in India. So how did you discover your passion for acting, dance, and theater? And has it always been your dream to perform on stage since childhood?
Yes, a kind of we talk about the dream, right? So that is my very interesting subject. I always try to ask by myself that what is dream? What is my dream? So part of that, just from my childhood, one way or another, I always felt interest toward the performance, and whenever I watch any performance, when I come back home, I can't sleep because just all the scene and whatever I saw is still occupied my mind, and try to imagine if I do this in a different way. This kind of things is always happened from my childhood, and I try to act it, but I was very shy, so cannot act in front of the others. So I closed the door, and also in front of the mirror, I try to act and try to imitate whatever I saw, right? I found myself always I did in that way. That kind of habit still I am doing now still, because when I am directing the play, and so when I before working with the actors, I act by myself, or this is right, would be right or wrong. So that is still part of my life. So yes, I still want to perform on the stage. Because of that, I joined in 1988
Yeah.
in the local drama group in my hometown without permission of my family, because I didn't inform, because they will not allow me to join this kind of, in my that time in 1988. My family, all the society think that the drama or the art is the wasted time, right?
I see. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I sneakily join and I participate. But time comes to perform, right? But I have to go. So sneakily I went the tour with the group to perform. When I come back, I was, beaten, punished.
Oh, no.
Because that is not acceptable in my family. So like this, I, joined this kind of, many things here and there, because my heart will say that, I love to do that. But after I decide to join the National School of Drama, I'm doing that time the master in history, and I have to drop that master in history and to choose the drama. My father was so angry and he went crazy that he announced to the all, in the village, we have the village, the meeting. He said that, my son is the, most useless and the wasted child of my family. It's so shame and so, embarrassed for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, just I, didn't agree whatever he said. Just I left for the drama school and complete the 3 years and specialization in acting. So like this I began, and till now I continuing in that way.
I see. So you pursued your dream without the support of your family.
Yes, because I think that now it's much better, because the time is changed.
Yes.
And so education and society is changed. But in my time, it's not acceptable that you are not studying, dropping the master in history.
Yes.
And selecting the drama is not acceptable at all.
If you don't mind me asking, how old were you at that time?
Is 19 years old.
I admire you a lot for your determination. That takes a lot of will.
Yes, my passion towards the performance is starting very from the young age, but I don't have the that kind of power to fight with the family. So 19 years was my first time to take decision against the family.
If you don't mind me asking again, because you grew up in India, at that time, were you considered a mature adult? Because you know how in different countries we look at maturity different.
No.
Oh.
Still 19 years is very much dependent on the family.
Yes.
And I have no any, this kind of
Support.
So without their support, I cannot do anything. That's why it's not reached the mature age yet.
I see. That must have been really hard.
It's hard, and sometimes that time I recall now that I want to run away from the home, and I sometimes feel that I had no meaning in this life because I cannot do anything of my choice, right? It's very struggle and very hard time. I think that period is very difficult time.
When you decided to leave home and pursue your dream at 19 years old, you joined the drama group. So is that also like a performing group where they give you a salary as a means? Because we have to think practical matters, right?
No, that is the problem. Because in India, that time, the performance cannot earn because all are doing for your interest.
I see.
So that the drama group also a mature group actually. So they a kind of club. So they all the interested people get together, and one senior, little bit experienced one guide us. Then that is all about. So the family feel that is the just wasted time. Just
I see. So then you had to earn a living outside of the group, like take jobs elsewhere.
Make living is the very modern concept. It's like in the Taiwan now, in the around 18, 19 years old, you say, you have to make living by yourself. But in our time in 1988, in India, in Manipur, it's a very small town. So make earning means, you have to go into the full-time job.
Yes.
So 19 years, it is very much depend on the parents, support their income. I don't have any single support income for myself.
How did you sustain yourself? Like, did you find a job?
That's why the parents, the families, the suggestion or the word is become so important. Because if you didn't do what we said, you will not get anything.
The financial support of the family. Right. So from there, what happened? I'm very invested in the story.
That's why from the 19 to around 23, 24 years old, I always did with the very sneakily, without informing them, or whatever I do is just talk to my brothers and my friend circle, don't inform anything. All this kind of. But after 24 years, 25, just have the little bit my own decision right. Sometimes I can earn little bit for myself. And I'm going to the university, and I was doing the master in history. So that time I got the news that there is one institute in New Delhi. And it is the professional institute. They train the actors, directors, but you have to give the exam. So I gave the exam, and I go through.
Oh, okay.
Then have the choice come. You want to still continue the master in history, or go to the Delhi and study the drama. Then the lucky is that the drama school is once you go through the exam, everything is free. It means scholarship, hostel, education fees.
Yes.
And every month you have the stipend of around 2,000 rupees. In that time is not bad. So I get all these things. So that's why I choose
to go pursue your studies, because it is part of your dream.
Yes.
I read in one of your many interviews before that you had extensive training in both traditional and modern art forms. Could you share a little more about this?
Yes, about the theater or the modern art, I think every institute, it may be in Asia, they are teaching the same thing. Because when we talk about any institute here is about all the Western, the contemporary theater or contemporary art is based on the Western, right? Yeah. So in drama school, whatever I learn, whatever I study is based on the Western modern theater. So modern theater knowledge is coming from there. But in the little bit different in the drama school, in Delhi Drama School and the others institute is India is still very much, give the importance to the tradition. So drama school have the two parallel syllabus. One is the modern syllabus, and one is the traditional syllabus. So I have to go to these two tradition at the same time. But actually the traditional, the experience and my knowledge is not coming from that school. Because that school provide only 3 years. It's very, less for any tradition to learn, to master in the 3 years. The experience about the traditional theater and the traditional art form comes from the Manipuri society. In the Manipuri calendar, every month have a certain kind of ritual or certain kind of festival. So all this festival as a part of society, you have to be participate.
Right.
And all this festival is performed with the dance, music, chanting and the martial art is part of this celebration. So from my childhood, when you are 5, 6 years old, we always participate in this kind of festival and the ritual. And we imitate the elders, and the elders guide us. And you participate this and grow up. And when you are 17, 18 years old, all this tradition you already know. And your body is already get used to and become that tradition. So my the experience is coming from the part of the society, not especially went to any institute. And, of course, I went the professional institute to, more sharpen my skills. But most of the experience come from the social structure.
Thanks for joining us today in our chat with Mr. Jayanta Chongtham. Don't forget to tune in next week as we learn from Mr. Chongtham how he and his partner started EX Theater Asia and the work he does as an artistic director.
Again, this is Ching-en.
And Mary Ann. See you guys next Sunday. Bye.
Want to stay up to date or view past RTI programs, videos, and news stories? Come check out our website at english.rti.org.tw.